Hey everyone, and welcome to Boss Advisory. Today we're going to talk about age-based average net worth. Even though the majority of us don't have as impressive as net worth as Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla, or renowned investor Warren Buffett, knowing your own net worth is still important. In reality, it can be a really useful tool that is underutilized by many. Knowing your financial situation is advantageous since it allows you to monitor your progress and spot improvements. It's also helpful to know how your performance compares to that of your colleagues, not for the purpose of competition, but rather to see how you stand out from the crowd. According to the Federal Reserve Board's assessment of consumer finances, these are the average net worths by age. Watch to the end to learn the greatest strategies to boost your net worth so you can discover how yours compares. You can therefore easily outperform the average person. First, you should be aware of how net worth is determined. It's a common misconception that your annual salary determines your net worth. However, this is untrue. The assets that you possess would largely be your home, automobiles, and anything else that has value. Simply said, net worth is what you own less what you owe. Things like your gold watch, diamond jewelry, investments, and bank accounts. If your house is worth $500,000 and you also have two automobiles totaling $50,000, your total net worth is $10,000. $560,000 would be the total. This does not, however, equal net wealth since debts have not been taken into account. If you owe $400,000 on your auto loans, $300,000 on your home, and $3,000 in credit card debt, there is $343,000 in debts in total. The debts must be deducted from the overall amount, which includes the worth of all assets. Remaining net value would be $217,000 overall. As you can see, this formula is unrelated to an individual's income. Every 3 years, the Federal Reserve Board surveys consumers' finances to gather data on household incomes and net worth. The latest study was completed in September 2019 and published in 2020. Despite the fact that the study is out of date given the recent high inflation rates, it should still provide a reasonable depiction. According to the research, U.S. households had an average net worth of $748,800, which was unexpectedly high. Although it would seem that the average individual wouldn't have that much money. Ultra-wealthy households with billionaires and multimillionaires drive the mean exceedingly high. By examining the median or midpoint number, a more accurate representation of the average person may be found, most likely someone who is more like you. The median net worth of U.S. households as a whole is $121,700, which is a more acceptable figure that some people may find simple to ignore. The typical household net worth is only $13,900 for the family's head who is under 35. There are several potential causes for this. People of this age are just starting their jobs, and heaven has already begun to provide a respectable, steady income. It could be challenging for them to increase that net worth level due to college loans. They presumably recently bought a property or haven't yet, which might significantly affect your net worth. Based on the federal, renters have an average net worth of only $6,300, compared to the homeowners with a median net worth of $255,000. They might not have started investing for retirement because of outstanding obligations or a meager salary. And even if they have, it might take a while for investments to take off and start yielding a respectable sum of money. The median net worth of people in the 35 to 44 age range is $91,300. At this point in their lives, their financial situation starts to improve. With increasing families come new obligations as well as an established job and higher incomes. since they are paying off their mortgage and owning an asset that is appreciating rather than renting or sharing housing. Buying a home has definitely contributed to this increase in net worth. Hopefully, retirement accounts have been set up and are being topped up regularly. The 45 to 54 age group sees steady growth to $168,600, but many people haven't started thinking about retirement yet. Although there aren't necessarily as many changes in life as there were in the older age group. Some families are starting to see kids leave home, which may or may not help the family. Aside from the occasional upgrade to accommodate a growing family, these older families typically live in similarly priced homes to when they first moved in. Despite this, many fail to start planning for their future because they don't understand investments or don't recognize the need to invest. Debt can also sometimes grow larger and more luxuries are common because people believe they deserve them because they work hard. Age 55 to 64 get a slight increase to $212,500, adding to the problems experienced by the prior age group. Most likely, not much has changed about the housing situation. Perhaps some families choose to downsize their homes once their children leave home. At this time, the amount of basic income required usually reaches a peak and then starts to decline as a result of less hours put in and a lower level of output. For those who are lucky, things are getting better because their assets are increasing. Their mortgages are getting paid off and they can buy other things with cash. Age 65 to 74 households without financing have a net worth of $266,400, an increase from the younger group with traditional retirement. Around age 65, the rate of increase in net worth will stop. Some investors are taking money out of their accounts. Healthcare needs are rising and can have a significant financial impact on those who are unwell and have limited healthcare coverage, if they have them and are working less. These families aren't very elderly, therefore a declining net worth at this time would jeopardize their ability to retire. Last but not least, the median net worth for people 75 and older falls to $254,800. The first age group or net worth to truly experience a decline is this one. But it's not always a terrible thing. Spending the remaining funds can be enjoyable if done properly. You won't likely run out of food. We don't know how long we'll live. So why not treat yourself to a trip every so often? Most people this age aren't working, so long as you don't deplete your retirement funds. And odds are, if they do, their income isn't special. Your net worth is one indicator of your financial condition and can be used to monitor your progress. Keeping track of your net worth can be helpful, but it doesn't actually indicate when you'll be financially independent. Someone with a net worth of $10 million might still require employment to cover their expenses. They might own an $8 million home, a $2 million worth of vintage automobiles, and no investments that provide revenue. Someone could have a net worth of $200,000 but be retired. A better way to gauge your financial health is to be aware of your annual expenses as well as your passive income. This will allow you to grow your investments and generate more income rather than worrying excessively about the total value of your home. You may improve your net worth in a few key areas, which will eventually enable you to achieve financial independence. First, your top priority should be paying off credit card debt, student loans, and other debts that lower your net worth. This means that your revenue will be available for other uses since you won't be required to pay interest to lenders. Second, put money into assets that will increase in value, such as real estate, companies, stocks, and other investments that offer compounded returns. Your financial investments grow quickly. Third, another effective strategy for increasing your wealth is to find ways to lower your spending. And there are a lot of significant ways to save money that you may not have considered. Additionally, improve your income from sources other than your 9 to 5 or primary work by developing side businesses that can be used to achieve financial success. Last but not least, have patience and understand that progress takes time. But if you adhere to these guidelines, financial success is inevitable. Thank you guys so much for watching Boss Advisory. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and hit the bell so you get notified on every new incredible content we make for you. Have a wonderful day, and see you on the next one.